Welcome back to Transformers Cyberverse. Today we're reviewing Spotted, episode 9 of season 2, meaning we're about halfway through this season. And kind of like in the first episode of this season, I thought someone was messing with me and uploaded clips from old episodes disguised as new ones. But no, turns out these are flashbacks to the Autobots and Decepticons fighting on Earth over the years. The first one we see here is from the second episode of the series, Memory.
Really? Cause my friend's cousin's neighbor totally saw you at the roller rink last night.
I will destroy you for saying whatever you're talking about.
The next one is from the episode Wipeout. And the third seems to take place between the jump from season 1 to season 2. And in all of them, we can spot Cheetor spying on them. It would have shown incredible foresight by Hasbro and Boulder Media to sneak Cheetor into these episodes without us knowing. Hey wait, is that him there? No, that's probably just a rock. Probably. Well, back to the present day, the Autobots are trying to figure out the best way to track down Starscream.
Great. So how are we supposed to find Starscream when he ghosted us? Ghosted us?
Haha, get it? Like Starscream's ghost?
I do not understand.
I do. I understood that reference.
The Autobots all get their assigned jobs. That is, except for Cheetor.
May I help you?
It's okay. We got this, Cheats.
May I help you?
That is very kind, my friend, but it's not needed. You should go help someone else, like Ratchet.
Ah! Primus, help me!
So we spend the next couple minutes of this episode with Cheetor surprising the slag out of various bots, asking them if they need help, them turning him away and telling him to go help someone else, until we end up in a big loop.
You should go help someone else, like Ratchet.
But Ratchet does not need my help. No one needs my help.
Hey, Cheetor!
Ah!
I know how you can help.
A couple interesting things to point out before we go with Bumblebee though. Ratchet takes Primus's name in vain, the god of the Transformers.
Ah! Primus, help me!
Another one of Wheeljack's inventions, the Power Paralyzer, which is no doubt a nod to one of G1 Wheeljack's inventions, the Immobilizer, from the episode of the same name.
This is my power paralyzer. You touch this, it'll immobilize you.
And finally, Rack and Ruin, or at least one of them, mentions Micronus, who was one of the original 13 Primes.
Greetings!
Oh, my Cronus!
Alright, so Bumblebee decides to train Cheetor as a scout since he's already good at sneaking around. His first task is to steal a bunch of stuff from his fellow Autobots to prove that he can do so undetected. Next up,
I'm gonna go hide, and you have to track me down. Got it?
Got it! When shall we begin? Ah, the game is already afoot.
so basically Bumblebee and Cheetor are playing hide and seek? I guess the Seekers are really good at this game because Bumblebee is caught by Nova Storm, Thundercracker, and Thrust, and they weren't even playing. Maybe that's why they're called Seekers. But Bumblebee escapes as the Seekers chase after Cheetor, who jumps through various ground bridge portals, including one in front of what looks like the hangar in Season 1 where the Seekers caught Windblade. Wait, didn't that blow up? Also, we see what looks like the desert area from the first few episodes of the series. So probably just Boulder Media reusing some existing environments. Cheetor and Bumblebee eventually jump through a portal that takes them back to the chamber where the Allspark was originally guarded by him, only to be greeted by Acid Storm and Starscream. Acid Storm uses the same lasso gun thing that they used on Windblade in that episode I previously mentioned with the hangar, Sabotage. Starscream takes them to an undisclosed location where he reveals his plan to remove Cheetor's spark and merge it with his own in order to gain his power.
That's insane! You can't do that!
Not only that, but it sounds a lot like Megatron's ultimate goal in Beast Machines, with maybe a little bit of Highlander or The One. But first, Starscream plans to perform a test run on Bumblebee by transferring his spark into one of his scraplets. Weird. this is oddly similar to what I imagined in my video on If I Was a Writer on Cyberverse. It's got the two tables next to each other and even the transfer cable with the spark moving along it and everything. Granted, it's a forced body swap, and it's Bumblebee and the Scraplet, not Nickel and some Tractus robot or other handsome robot, but it's strange and kind of cool. It kind of legitimizes and opens the door for if they ever wanted to take my idea. They've now established that swapping a spark into a new body is totally possible in Cyberverse. Makes me wish I'd put out some of my other ideas I had for Cyberverse sooner rather than later. Oh well, hopefully we'll catch a break in the season soon and I'll have time to work on that. Well, back to the episode, where Cheetor uses some of the stuff that he stole from his Autobot friends to distract the Seekers and Scraplets. And even capture a live Scraplet for Wheeljack to research. Overall, not the best episode in the season so far, but a nice character episode for Cheetor, and a lot of cool references for old fans. From Wheeljack's immobilizer, to Starscream's Beast Machinist's plan to absorb all sparks into his own. I know he only mentioned absorbing Cheetor's spark, but sparks are like Pringles, you can't stop at just one. And I like how they set up Cheetor is good at sneaking through all the flashbacks and him scaring his fellow Autobots. As well as how they had Cheetor steal a bunch of seemingly random, inconsequential items, which actually turned out to be handy in the end. It's weird how this episode kind of almost felt like an episode of Rescue Bots Academy. The way it's heavily focused on one character, and it seems like there should be some kind of lesson in the end. Who wrote this episode anyways? Zach Atkinson? Says here that he's written a number of original Rescue Bots episodes, so that's pretty close. That's it for this episode, Spotted. Get it? Because cheetahs have spots, and Cheetor was training to be a scout, whose job, I guess, is usually to spot stuff. As always, let me know your thoughts on this episode down in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and do all that other fun stuff while you're there. And I'll see you back here for episode 10, Secret Science. Ooh, are Wheeljack and Shockwave going to wear bras on their heads and invent a sexy magic genie that grants them wishes? Oh no, that would be weird science I'm thinking of.